Hello, what's going on, Flight Sim Nation? It's good to see you guys. Hey, I'm gonna be flying from Atlanta to Charlotte, North Carolina today, and of course, I'm gonna be flying Delta, as you can see, and this is actually gonna be my first time using the model matcher to where I can actually see the liveries of other aircraft, which is lots of fun. So, without further ado, um, let's get this plane ready to go before the airport closes up shop. Let's do that. Alright, batteries 1 and 2. External power on. Turn up overhead lighting. Emergency exit light switch arm. Turn on seatbelt lights. Nav and logo lights on. No smoking signs auto. Cruise supply on. Adiers 1, 2, and 3. Fuel pumps on. Okay. So before I start opening up the fly pad, I turn up these displays just a little bit. I do not know why, but every so often on the Phoenix, it'll start you with reverse thrust on. I don't know why, because that's not supposed to happen. But we fixed that. And we're just going to go ahead and do our APU fire test really quick. Okay, that's enough of that. Armrest up. Let's turn up these floodlights really quick. How are you guys doing out there? I decided from here on out I'm going to be streaming in 4K, because who needs 1440p when you can have it look even better? Are the file sizes huge? Yes, but I'm okay with that. Alright, let's load this aircraft. Gonna go to ATSU, AOC menu, flight init.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Alright, we're gonna put in that data.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Go to init. Okay, so today we're flying Atlanta, KATL. We're going to Charlotte. It's a really common Delta flight. Okay, so our flight number today, it's gotta be Delta, because this is Atlanta to Charlotte. I mean, come on, it's gotta be Delta. So we're Delta 4811. And our cost index today is 36. Our cruise flight level is 29,000 feet. It's a little lower than usual because this flight is a little shorter than usual. So we're going to go to our flight plan. And I believe we're on the Phil 3 from runway 27 right. But I'm going to go ahead and double check my chart and make sure. But I believe, yep. So we're going to be taking off from 27 right. As long as we don't get different instructions, which we always might. Okay, yeah, Phil of the future. Somebody feed Phil. Okay, so we're on the Phil 3.
Until the fuel truck arrives
and transition. Actually, we don't have the Hertwall transition because Phil is our transition on this. So I'm gonna double check the waypoint, but yeah, yep. So it ends with Phil. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this cabin door. Okay. And let's take a look outside. So I think this livery manager is really working out, because I can see Southwest and Frontier over there. And it's not just a blank white canvas like it was before I installed the model matcher. So at least we got some more detail here, and it's not all the same. They definitely added some airport noise in Atlanta, I can tell you that. It sounds like an airport. Okay, he's gonna get us fueled up. We're gonna go back in the cockpit really quick. And
Please use your airplane fuel system
yep,
to set the desired
Siri
fuel
is telling me.
quantity.
I'm just kidding. It's not Siri. They're telling me to fuel up, which is exactly what we're gonna do. And while we're getting fueled up, let's take a look at the passengers coming in, because since we're using the Phoenix A320, you can actually see the inside of the cabin and you can see the passengers arriving on the plane. Now, there are imperfections to this because sometimes you see the same person twice, which is a little creepy. And you can't see anybody putting their luggage in the overhead compartment. And that doesn't make any sense either, but it's a work in progress. It'll get fixed. So, yep, so they're just getting in their seats.
Welcome on board.
And while that's happening, we're just going to do a couple things just to prep the flight some more. So, I'm going to take a look and see if our fuel, okay, our fuel is still going, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and just check the ground frequency for today. I believe Atlanta,
Hello.
this is a common frequency for ground, is 121.9.
Welcome on board.
We'll get ground on the radio and maybe some rock and roll. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, let's listen in and let's hope they're not checking out. Okay, that's that. I believe, okay, yeah, 4,300 kilograms. That makes sense because this is not a long flight. Alright, we're going to go to flight plan. I don't believe we have any waypoints to put in because we've got the arrival right after the departure.
Hello.
Hopefully we're gonna be landing on 18 left on the Jones 5. And we'll be on the Jones 5 approach. Controller, okay. Let's see if I can find it. Jones 5 and the controller
Welcome on
transition. Boom. Okay. And we're going to clear this flight plan discontinuity because it's an unnecessary one. But we're going to keep this flight plan discontinuity because it
cargo
follows the
8058
manual.
heavy Atlanta ground, taxi via Alpha to the ramp.
Okay.
Hello.
So now that we've done that,
This way.
we're going to go to init. We're going to go to the init fuel page. We're going to send some fuel data. And we're also going to check the wind. Average wind +6. Hey, we got a tailwind. I'll take it, even if it's only 6 miles an hour. Alright, so we've gotten that taken care of.
Hello.
And we're going to go to our performance page. Flaps 1 takeoff. Let's calculate our V speeds for today. Love the Phoenix V calculator here. It's very helpful.
Boarding pass, please.
We must have a pretty full flight, because... Yeah. Okay. So now really what we need to do is just set our altimeter. And because we're in America, not Europe, we're going to be in inches of mercury instead of hectopascals.
May I see your boarding pass?
Let me take a look at the altimeter for Atlanta at the moment. 29er. That's easy to remember. 29er inches of mercury. Okay. So because we're in the U.S., we got a PDC over the ACARS.
May I see your
So
boarding pass?
I can already start entering in some of this information. So like for instance, our initial altitude is 10,000. That makes sense out of Atlanta. Our departure frequency is 123.47. But let's go ahead and put in our squawk because we've already been assigned a squawk code. 5320.
This way.
We're going to turn our transponder on so that way they can see us. And what we're going to do now is we're going to, well, I guess I better wait for them to finish boarding. I don't know how close we are to finishing. I think we're pretty close.
Welcome on board.
So while we're waiting here, just love to hear from anybody watching. Love to know how things are going. should be done boarding in just a second.
Aircraft calling Atlanta ground. That was static only. Check your mic.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh wow, we got a fellow landing. Let's take a look and see how he's doing. Okay, that is an interesting way to land. I don't know where he's going. This is fascinating.
Aircraft calling. You're still static only. Check your mic, please.
Atlanta ground, citation 2 for exit off 26 right, taxi to signature.
34 X-ray, Zulu, Atlanta ground, taxi via Alpha to the ramp, use caution, Apache appears to be landing at signature.
Alright, Alpha to the ramp, 24 exit Zulu. Stupid question, which direction on Alpha to the ramp? Couldn't really figure out where I turned off.
Good evening.
You're pointing the right way, north forward X-ray Zulu, so you're pointing east right now, taxi via Alpha, and then make a left Alpha 5 to the ramp.
Hello.
Thank you so much. East on Alpha to the ramp, 24 exit Zulu, sorry.
Hello.
Alright, let's just go ahead and start our APU.
Welcome on board.
Because we should be done boarding in just a second here anyway.
Good evening. Hello. This way.
Okay, well that's the sound I want to hear, because that means that we are done boarding, and I think the luggage has been boarded as well, which is good. Or been loaded, it hasn't boarded, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, our APU's avail. We're going to turn APU bleed on, disconnect external power, beacon lights on, strobe lights auto. We're going to tell the ground crew that we want to start getting ready for pushback. Okay. And we're going to make sure that we're on the frequency for ground, which we are.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
And I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the tower is on standby, because we're going to need to talk to tower as we're taxiing. So I'm going to put tower on standby on 119.1. Again, I don't know if you can get rock and roll on any of these stations, but you can definitely get a bunch of pilots and air traffic
Departure
control.
check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Alright, we're going to tell ground that we're ready for pushback. And because this is our first interaction, I'll probably report my stand number too. Okay, Delta 38. Alright. Atlanta ground, hello, this is Delta 4811. I am at stand Delta 38, ready for pushback.
Locking gear.
Delta 4811, Atlanta ground, the ramp is uncontrolled, call for taxi.
Call for taxi, Delta 4811. Okay, good.
And ground Delta 2659 just vacated 26 right on Bravo 6. Looking to get to ramp 2 Alpha 31.
Delta 2659, Atlanta ground, taxi via Echo to the ramp.
Echo to the ramp. We'll see you in a minute.
Okay, so if this is the... Actually, let me double check the ACARS really quick. Alright, so we don't really have a runway yet, but let me take a look and see what they're saying about departures at the moment. Okay, 27 right. Alright, we're gonna go tail left. And I'm just gonna get rid of the chocks. Turn off GPU.
Release parking brakes.
Release parking brake.
Commencing push.
Ignition.
All engines clear.
Engine
Start at
2.
will.
Okay, let's take a look outside. Okay. I have a hunch that engine 2 is going to be done starting up in just a second. Okay. Alright, engine 2's avail. Let's go ahead and start engine 1. Alright, starting engine 1. In just a moment, we're probably going to confirm a good engine start with GSX. Hey, we got Southwest over there. We got Delta. It's a fun night. I'm guessing the Southwest plane is delayed. Delta 1011 Aviation says hello. Hello to you, Delta 1011 Aviation. How are you doing tonight? My brother, it's good to see you. Okay, so it's going to ask me to set the parking brakes, which we will.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
I'm going to confirm a good engine
Cockpit
start.
to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Okay. So, engine 1 is available, so we're going to go ignition switch middle. I can't talk tonight for some reason. Ignition switch middle, we're going to turn off the APU bleed. And then we're also going to turn off the APU because we don't need it. And we're going to arm our speed brakes tonight. And set flaps to 2 for taxi. And the ramp is uncontrolled, so what we're going to do is we're going to head south.
Unlocking gear.
We're going to head south along this ramp until it's time to talk to ground, because they don't really need to talk to us until we are on the south end of the ramp. So that's what we're going to do. And
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
Delta 1011, man, the weather, I had the feeling you were going to experiment with it. You know, I'll tell you what, the live weather for Flight Sim 2024 or Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 has gotten so much better over the last couple weeks. I mean, landings and everything are just so much more consistent now, because at least I know, at least I can get a feel for where the wind is coming from and how bad it is. So it's the weather has definitely gotten better. Also, I actually just installed this livery thing to where I can actually see the liveries on the other planes, which is so much more fun than before, when all you could see was just pale white planes. So we're getting to the south end of the ramp, and I have a feeling ground is going to want to talk to me in a second. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold short of Lima. And we're going to just brake for a second. Okay. Atlanta ground, hello. This is Delta 4811 holding short Lima, ready for taxi.
Delta 4811 Atlanta ground, runway 27 right, taxi via Mike Lima Charlie.
Taxi to runway 27 right via Mike Lima Charlie, Delta 4811. Okay, so we're going to go Mike Lima Charlie. And okay. Alright, you know what? I like it. It's easy to remember what we need right now. Atlanta, as you can see, is a huge, huge airport. So any kind of clarity is really helpful when you're dealing with a spaghetti complex of twists and turns. Yeah, Delta 1011 said I don't like the default planes. I'm with you. I like being able to see deliveries. I'm with you on that one, sir. Okay, so we're gonna turn left onto Mike. Man, the weather's just gorgeous. We're kind of getting that golden hour weather right now. There's no glare, but it's not too cloudy either. Okay, so we're gonna taxi along Mike until we get to Lima Charlie. Yeah, basically, in order to get the paint, or in order to see deliveries of the other planes, I just
Atlanta
used,
ground, Delta 6345.
I just used the FSLTL feature on the fly-by-wire installer. That's
Ground,
what I did.
Walker 563, crossing runway 27 right.
Walker 563 Heavy, Atlantic ground, taxi via Lima to the ramp.
Lima to the ramp, Walker 563.
Lima to the ramp. Okay. My hunch is they're going to hand us off to tower in probably less than 30 seconds. Because they're probably tired of us already. I say tired of us or tired of me. But yeah. You went Delta 1011. I went plane spotting over the weekend in Boston. Hey, that sounds like fun. I'll tell you what. If you want to, that's a fun place to see landings because it's the windiest major airport in America. Did you have fun? Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
Atlanta ground, Delta 6345.
Delta 6345 Atlantic ground, say request.
Looking for IFR clearance to Fort Lauderdale.
Delta 6345, you should have received a pre-departure clearance already. Check your text message from ACARS.
Atlanta ground, I'm clear.
What do you mean you're clear?
Atlanta ground, Delta 6345, clear on check text messages.
Delta 4811, contact tower 119.1.
Contact tower on 119.1, Delta 4811. That conversation.
Atlanta ground, Delta 1030, I'm at Foxtrot 5, we're going to taxi gate Alpha 21.
Delta 1030 Atlantic ground, taxi via Foxtrot to ramp.
Okay, we're gonna talk to tower. Atlanta Tower, this is Delta 4811, holding short of runway 27 right at Lima Charlie.
4811 Atlanta Tower, RNAV to football, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to football, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 4811.
Delta 410, if you're going to pause my runway, I need you to disconnect.
I was just about to disconnect. I unpaused now. Just had a fault on the computer.
Okay.
Delta 410, make that next left for me.
And the next left.
Alright, we better get on this runway fast because it sounds like the tower is having a rough night.
Hooker 5-1, go around, make right traffic.
Hooker 5-1's on the go.
And Hooker 5-1, yeah, I got no further traffic. A short approach is approved. Runway 26 right, you're clear to land.
26 right, clear to land. Hooker 5-1.
Alright, let's get all leveled up.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 410.
Delta 410, cross 26 left at Bravo 4 and Echo to the ramp.
Going Toga.
Cross 26 left at Bravo 4.
Oh, I guess we got Air New Zealand over there. Man, that must have been a long flight. They ought to put a Hobbit on the side of that plane.
Tower, Hooker 5-1.
Hooker 5-1 on that tower.
I got touch and go on this and vacate back to the east.
Roger, 5126 right, clear for the option. And on the go, turn right heading 340, maintain VFR at below 3,500.
340, can we get unrestricted up to 18 or 75?
Roger, 51, roger, stand by.
Lever climb is flashing, reduce decline. Approaching S speed, about to go to flap 0. Disarm spoilers. Turn off runway, turn off lights. Taxi lights off.
Roger, 51 for now, you're unrestricted up to 14,000.
Up to 14 unrestricted to the east for Hooker 51.
Delta 1011 said it's always a long night in Atlanta. Yep, it sure is, especially if you're in the terminal waiting
And
for
Hooker 51, you can turn right heading 340.
340, Hooker 51.
And Hooker 51, you contact Atlanta departure 132.907.
3297, see ya.
Correction, 13347.
3347, Hooker 51, see ya.
Alright, so we're approaching football. It's really pretty up here.
So 4811, contact departure, we'll see ya.
Contact departure, see ya! Delta 4811. Okay, so we're going to talk to departure. And departure today.
Delta 4637, Atlanta Tower, runway 26 right, clear to land.
133-475, okay. Alright.
Delta 4811, contact, correction, Delta 4811, you up?
Delta 4811 is with you.
Delta 4811, Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climb and maintain 14,000, Delta 4811.
Delta 711, normal speed, turn right heading 245, join the localizer.
Normal speed 245, join localizer.
Yeah, we got a little bit of rain up here, that's nice.
Delta 1024, Atlanta approach, ILS 26 right, Juliet's current, fly your present heading.
Present heading, 12,000.
And Delta 1024, you can descend and maintain 900,000 for now, present heading, will be vectors approach.
Roger, 9,000, present heading, Delta 1024.
Alright, so, as you can hear...
Delta 4811, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Contact Atlanta Center on 132.907 and have a great night, Delta 4811. Okay, so we've been handed off to Atlanta Center. These guys, I gotta give major credit to everyone running Atlanta tonight and everyone running the radar. These guys are on the ball. I mean, they're not missing a beat. So, major props to everybody doing that. Okay, so 132.907 for Atlanta Center.
Delta 711, 2 miles from Bamboo, clear the ILS 26 right approach.
Clear for...
I'm gonna wait for a second to make sure I don't step on anybody. And it is raining.
What was the call sign? Sorry, I was on the landline. Go ahead.
Delta 330, maintaining level 360.
Delta 330, Atlanta, welcome. Delta 1545, contact approach 133.47.
Contact approach on 133.47, Delta 1545.
Delta 8249, cross Glavin at a maintain 14,000, the Atlanta altimeter 29909er.
14,000 and then Smithville 29999, Delta 8249.
American 9725, contact approach 133.47.
3347, American 9725.
JetBlue 2145, Atlanta Center, hello.
Atlanta Center 2259, heading Charlotte with broken ditch so you're stuck with me on flight level 140 with Bravo.
Speedbird 2259, Atlanta Center, hello.
Delta 1839, we've resumed course direct T-Dun.
We're just kind of waiting for our turn here because
Is
there's
that
a lot of
Delta
guys.
1839?
1839.
Roger, thank you.
Atlanta Center, hello, this is Delta 4811. I am inbound Mickelson at 14,000.
Delta 942, Memphis Center's offline rudder service terminated. We will change the cruise. We'll see you.
Over to Unicom for 942, same station. You have a good night.
Thank you, thank you. Sorry, someone was blocked. American 3084, were you not still speaking with the approach controller?
No, I was in the pass on.
American 3084, roger. You can expect the ILS from a 18 left.
18 left.
And Center Delta 1839, just want to give you a pirate report. The cell off our left is a pretty big towering cell, a thunderstorm, most likely top 400.
Roger, thank you.
Atlanta Center, American 1909, climbing Farmy 5 for Richmond.
Delta 1152, contact approach 133.47.
3347, Delta 1152.
Southwest 617, contact approach 133.47.
33.47, 617.
Atlanta Center, hello, this is Delta 4811 is inbound Mickelson at 14,000.
Delta 4811, Atlanta Center, come to maintain level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290, Delta 4811. Okay, so we've been cleared up to our cruise. Those were the words we were waiting for. And let's take a look outside.
Atlanta Center, Delta 412, I'm asking to step out for 10 or so minutes. Past London.
They're setting off vector to set a maintain level 240. November 7 Golf Victor to set a maintain level 240.
240, Golf Victor.
United 819, turn right heading 150, intercept the localizer to set a maintain 4,000. United, or correction, American 3084, flying 210, intercept the localizer to set a maintain 4,000. United 1887, Memphis closed, frequency approved. American 1691, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, American 1691.
American 4515, Atlanta, correction, Memphis is closed, frequency 10 approved.
Over to Unicom 4515, and I was never given a descent clearance into Nashville.
It was Memphis Center normally gives a Bama flight level, or we give Bama flight level 200, and then Memphis gives lower.
Copy that, 4515, thanks.
Blue Sheik 5429, contact Jack Center 135.902.
3592, Blue Sheik 5549.
American 1909, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain, flight level 230, delete speed restriction.
Climb maintain flight level 230 for American 1909.
Atlanta Center, United 261 with you 5 pass.
At 261, Atlanta Center, you're at 5.
Roger.
Atlanta Center, triple 39, which you have 4,000 for 8.
United, yeah, 261 does make sense. You're departing out of Charlotte. Radar contact. Plotting is 160, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
Fly heading 160 up to 230.
JetBlue 289's radar contact, Kodak Barmy, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
230, 289.
American 3084, device field in sight. South 2006, Atlanta Center radar. United 819, device field in sight. United 819, clear visual approach, runway 18 center, speed 0 discretion, runway 18 center, clear to land. Data 8249, contact line approach 133.47.
133.47, that's 8249, dollars.
Data 520, contact Washington Center 126.0, correction 126.87.
Atlanta Center 2259 heavy. I'm going to need to send here pretty quick.
Sure, 2259, yeah, you're like 30 miles from the airport, and then you have another 40 miles to fly after that, so I'll give you in a minute. Yeah, 261, correct to Kilns.
Direct Kilns, yeah, 261.
JetBlue 289, delete the speed restriction.
Building restrictions, 289.
Delta 3119, to set and maintain, level 350. Delta 3119, to set and maintain, level 350.
Down to 350.
Delta 1839, to set and maintain, level 240.
240 for 1839.
American 2140, or correction, Delta 2147, cross Aussie at 250 knots, contact line approach 133.47.
Aussie 250 and 33.47 for Delta 2147.
American 636, to set and maintain 4,000.
We got 4,600.
Better. They're setting off Victor across Aussie at a maintain 12000 at 250 knots, the Atlanta altimeter 29er.
Okay, Aussie 12000, 250 knots, Golf Victor. Say the altimeter again, sorry?
American 3084, clear to Alice, runway 18 left approach, runway 18 left, clear to land.
Oh, that's fine, that's 34.
And I got Charlotte's gonna be, just give me a second. American 1691, to set up maintain, flight level 240.
240, American 1691.
American 12, runway 18 left, taxi at Charlie. American 1909, contact Washington Center 126.87.
Stop for American 1909.
Affirmative, 126.87 for American 1909.
126.87 for my American 1909.
Got a 330 to center maintain, flight level 340.
17, level 340, different place, 330.
Got a 1839, cross Aussie, out of maintain 12000 at 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 29er.
Cross Aussie at maintain 124,000 for W39.
JetBlue 289, connect Washington 126.87.
2687, 229.
United 261, connect Wash 126.87.
Forward Washington 2687, today.
Bearings 171, Atlanta, if you're up, descend and maintain about level 240.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1123 heavy with you, just entered north of your airspace.
Delta 1123, Atlanta Center, ready. American 1691, cross Aussie, out of maintain 2000 at 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 2999er.
Aussie 250, 12,000, American 1691.
And good day, Atlanta Center, Spirit Wings 171 with you, flight level 360.
American 636, turn right heading 150, intercept the localizer. Drawings 171, Atlanta Center, good afternoon, descend and maintain, flight level 240.
Level 240 for Wings 171.
Drawings 2806, what's the same Mach number?
You're currently doing Mach 0.80.
Better. Delta 330, same Mach number?
1755.
Better. Delta 975, Atlanta Center, better. Spirit 2259, Heavy, descend and maintain 10,000.
Down to 10,000, 2259 Heavy.
American 636, advise field in sight.
I'll look on field for
Del 1310, Atlanta Center, good afternoon. Spirit 2259, Heavy, descend and maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,000, 2259 Heavy.
United 819, welcome to Charlotte, taxi, Echo to Park. American 3084, welcome to Charlotte, taxi, Charlie, Romeo to Park, have a go on.
Charlie, go to Park, 3084.
American 12, fly runway heading, runway 18 left, clear takeoff. The Blue Streak out of Charlotte's on the way.
American 636, we'll just go ahead and pick the ILS, that's great.
Max 636, rider, user miles on the final approach course, code ILS, runway 18, right approach.
And Center, good day. This is FedEx 622. We're west of your airspace, climbing 29,000, passing 26,000.
FedEx 623, Atlanta Center, rider, maintain flight level 270.
We'll climb and maintain 270, FedEx 622.
Spirit Wings 171, cross Andre, out of maintain 13,000 at 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 29er.
Cross Andre at 13,000, 250 on the speed, altimeter 29er, Spirit Wings 171.
Delta 412, do you want up 1,000 feet or down 1,000 feet?
I don't really have a specific choice. Delta 412.
Delta 412, rider, descend and maintain flight level 310.
Flight level 310 for Delta 412.
Delta 3119, connect Washington, center 126.87.
2687, thanks for service station.
Delta 412, connect Washington, center 133.72.
133.72, thank you for your work, Delta 412.
Correction, Delta 412, connect Washington 126.87, 2687.
126.87, Delta 412.
Center, hello, American 1586 out of 20.4, descending on the Stockton pole.
American 1586, Atlanta Center, rider, runway 18 left, unless you want something different.
18 left, fine, we'll play American 1586.
FedEx 623, descend up Palace, discretion maintained, flight level 240. FedEx 623, Palace, discretion, descend and maintain, flight level 240.
Pilot description, descend and maintain 240, FedEx 600.
Delta 4811, descend via the Jonesy 5 arrival, landing south, short altimeter 2996.
Descend via the Jonesy 5 arrival, landing south, Charlotte altimeter 2996, Delta 4811.
American 636, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Signal in 18 right, American 636.
American 12 0 contact, climb maintain, flight level 230, clear direct to BV and stay altitude.
Right now, 4.8, bounce to flight level 230 and direct to BV, American 12.
Okay.
Atlanta Center, American 1594, flight level 380.
Make 1594, Atlanta Center, good afternoon. November 7 Golf Victor, contact line approach 133.47.
13347, Golf Victor. And over winning, we have like in test whoever Golf Victor.
Roger. Delta 7257, are you up?
Alright, we're gonna have to get this.
Hi, call maintain level 330, lost 7257. American 12, contact Jack, Center 127.87. Okay.
Atlanta Center, American 3306 at flight level 400.
American 3306, Atlanta Center Rider. Spirit 2259 Heavy, turn left heading 210, intercept the localizer.
210 to intercept the localizer. Speedbird 2259 Heavy, thank you.
Delta 975, descend via the Jedi 3 arrival, Atlanta altimeter 29er.
Whoever named the Atlanta arrivals after Star Wars characters, well done. I don't know who did it, but half of the arrivals are Star Wars and half of them are Lord of the Rings. That's just amazing.
South 2006 negative. Actually, what's, you didn't before, but what's your Mach number?
.80, Southwest 2006.
I'm sorry, I already asked that. If I gave you normal speed, South 2006, what would it be?
78, 2006.
South 2006, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, thank you.
Delta 1310, descend via the Jedi 3 arrival, accept maintain 310 knots or greater, Atlanta altimeter 29er. JetBlue 2145, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240. Pilot's discretion, flight level 240, JetBlue 2145. Spirit 2259, heavy advised, field in sight.
Full advised field in sight, 2259 Heavy.
FedEx 623, cross Chipper, at I maintain 3000, Atlanta altimeter 29er.
Cross Chipper at maintain 13,000, altimeter 29ers, FedEx 623, North Heavy.
Delta 975, maintain 28 knots for the descent. Actually, Delta 975, let's change it. Maintain 310 knots or greater, Delta 975. Delta 1310, maintain 28 knots.
I'm going to go ahead and put Charlotte approach on...
Atlanta Center, 2259 Heavy, we have the airport in sight.
Cheer 2259 Heavy, clear visual approach, runway 18 left, runway 18 left, clear to land.
We're set up for 18 Center, is that okay?
American 636, taxi via Sierra, and hold short runway 18 Center.
Sierra, hold short 18 Center.
Cheer 2259, sure, clear visual approach, runway 18 Center, runway 18 Center, clear to land.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Clear to land, runway 18 center, 2259 heavy. Cleared visual approach.
American 3306 requesting about 5 minutes away from the cockpit bathroom break.
That's Peru, lightning back.
Roger.
Thanks for staying on here when everybody else took off. Yes.
American 636, cross 18 center and taxi Echo Park. Have a good one.
Please cross 18 center, Echo to Park. Parking for American 636.
Delta 1839, contact line approach 133.47. Delta 1839, contact line approach 133.47.
Alright, well, we're within about 50 miles of the airport, so we're going to be landing soon. And it's the perfect time to land because we got this beautiful sunset.
X1698, let us center ready.
Good evening, Atlanta Center, Frontier 3288, 7000 for 1.000.
Frontier Flight 3288, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain for level 350.
350, Frontier 3288.
American 1586, descend and maintain 4000.
Out of 4,000, 1586.
American 3306 back in the cockpit.
Welcome back.
This is Delta 1658 with you at flight level 8000.
Delta 1658, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain for level 3. Climb and maintain for level 310.
I maintain flight level 310 for Delta 1658.
Delta 4811, it's the ILS for 18 center unless you want something different.
The ILS for 18 center works for me, Delta 4811.
Bearings 171, contact approach 133.47.
Over to approach 133.47, third wings 171. Thank you.
FedEx 623, contact approach 133.47.
We'll go over to approach on 133.47 and begin our we'll see you. Bye bye.
American 1691, contact approach 133.47.
33.47, America 691, see ya.
See.
Atlanta Center, good evening. Delta 2626, flight level 380.
Delta 2626, Atlanta Center, ready. Delta 1310, resume normal speed, or correction, resume the published speed.
Okay, so we're gonna do 18 center instead of 18 left, which is fine. And in the meantime, let's try to get down to 10,000 feet.
Delta 975, maintain 2 knots or greater until slackened, then resume published speeds.
Atlanta Center 2259 heavy runway 18 center vacated on Echo 5.
2259 heavy, welcome to Charlotte Taxi, Acton Park. How's it going?
Taxi wherever I want, park wherever I want. Thank you. Have a great night.
Okay.
Somebody's really happy that he got to park wherever he wanted. Oh man. It's like free parking. It's like Monopoly. Okay, I'm gonna turn on
South 2006, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Pilot discretion, flight level 240, Southwest 2806.
Delta 330, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Maintain level 240, Delta 330.
American 1586 and left on 25, correction, left on 270.
12,500 for 4,000, direct fill, 567.
They're 5 Whiskey Papa, Atlanta Center, radar, correction, Atlanta Center, climb maintain, flight level 310.
Climb maintain 310 for 5 Whiskey Papa?
Affirmative.
310 for 5 Whiskey Papa, okay.
Delta 975, published speeds up to flagging, contact approach 133.47, bye-bye. Canada 302 Washington, or Atlanta Center, enter.
It's a little cloudy. Charlotte.
Chevrolet 2145, cross Ozzy, Adam 18 2000 at 250, still on altimeter 29er, 9er, 9er.
Cross Ozzy 2000, 2000, altimeter 229er, for jumping on 2000.
Center American 1586, so do you want us to join the localizer?
American 1586, I'm sorry, turn left heading 150, join the localizer.
Alright, turn 150, join the localizer, American 1586.
Probably should be watching the stream at the same time.
It's alright.
Make 1586, center maintain 3000, wide field in sight.
3000, we'll call it link up at field, American 1586.
Delta 1310, connect approach 133.47. See you later.
gonna slow this puppy down a little bit. Looks like the computer already noticed that the chart brings us down to 210.
Delta 4811, descend to maintain 4,000.
Descend to maintain 4,000, Delta 4811.
American 1586, 10 miles from the final approach course, maintain 3,000, I'll establish on localizer, Corrales, runway 18 left approach.
3,000 total established on localizer, clear for ILS, 18 left approach.
Go flaps 1.
Delta 7670, my name is Simple, wait for 10 minutes.
You definitely turn on our localizer.
Stand by. Stand by.
Roger.
Alright, we're getting real close, guys. So as far as I know, the QNH altimeter for Charlotte is still 29 or 96. So we've got that dialed in. Really, we're just kind of listening for that moment where they transition us over into our ILS. And based on what I'm hearing, that could happen sooner rather than later, because it doesn't seem like there's a ton of flights on their way into Charlotte at the moment. And since we're landing on 18 left, we know we're going to vacate right, because the terminal's right there on the right. It's a bit of a jog, taxiing at Charlotte, because they have quite a few taxiways, but we'll figure it out.
Frontier 3288, can we hold off for 300 until we burst the fuel?
We got rain here in Charlotte too.
Frontier Flight 3288, sure, maintain flight level 300, or could you maintain flight level 290?
290, Frontier 3288, thank you.
Chevrolet 2145, connect approach 133.47.
Good.
Atlanta Center, again, 302, 67 away for 5 minutes.
Yeah, through Little Rock.
Copy, 202.
Delta 78237, connect Washington Center 133.72. Let me make the request with him. Delta 7257, connect Washington Center 133.72, make the request with him. South 2206, cross Ozzy, at maintain 12000 at 250 knots, so Leno altimeter 290, 90.
12000 Aussie, 250 knots, 990, 2006. Like 1586, 7 field outside.
Make 1586.
Atlanta Center, November 5 Whiskey Papa with a request.
I have an answer.
Yeah, we'd like to admit our cruise altitude to 280.
I can give 29 or 27. So I think I blocked you. I can give you 29 or 27.
We'll take 27 for Papa.
And 5 Whiskey Papa, rudder maintain flight level 270.
Alright, rudder maintain 270 for 5 Whiskey Papa, thank you.
Sir, good evening, Unit 2463 Heavy. I'm just usually pick Bravo, and yeah, Cloud 320.
United 2463 Washington Center heading. Or Kitchen Atlanta Center heading. Delta 4011, turn right heading 090.
Turn right heading 090, Delta 4811. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be vectored onto the approach, which is my favorite kind of situation. It's just so much easier that way. Especially
Delta 330, cross Aussie, and I maintain 2000 at 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 290.
Can you repeat for Delta 330?
Delta 330, cross Aussie, at and maintain 2000 at 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 290.
What's the waypoint?
Delta 4011, turn right heading 150, join the localizer.
Turn right heading 150, join the localizer for runway 18 left, or sorry, 18 center, Delta 4811.
Wait. Delta 330, it's Aussie, Oscar, Zulu, India?
Roger, cross Aussie, level 200 and speed 250 knots. Altimeter 290.
Delta 330, it's Aussie at 2000 at 250 knots.
Roger, Aussie, level 120, 12,000 and speed 250 knots.
Thanks, sir. 5 Whiskey Papa, descend via the Jonesy 5 arrival, landing south of the Charlotte altimeter 29096.
Sorry, descend via the Jonesy arrival, and altimeter one more time?
The 29096.
996, 5 Whiskey Papa, thank you.
American 1586, welcome to Charlotte Taxi. We got Charlie Romeo to park. How we going?
Charlie Romeo parking minus 1586.
Delta 4811 is 10 miles from the final approach fix. Maintain 4000, establish on the localizer, Clyde Isles, runway 18 center approach.
Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer and landing on runway 18 center, Delta 4811.
1658, connect Jack, center 135.92.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn off our autopilot.
Atlanta Center, Spearwing 2770, north, entering airspace from DC on at level 340.
Delta 1658, connect Jax 135.92. American 3306, connect Jax 135.92.
Alright, going over to Jacksonville on 13592, American 3306.
Delta 1123, connect Jax 135.92. Delta 1123, Jax Center 135.92. Delta 7257, connect Washington Center 133.72.
There's a heck of a crosswind tonight. You can tell there's severe weather in the area in Charlotte.
Metro 6398 Wash, or correction, Atlanta Center, descend and maintain, flight level 240.
Level 240, Metro 63.
Visibility is basically zero.
Delta 4811, runway 18 Center, clear to land.
Runway 18 Center, clear to land, Delta 4811.
Bearings 2778, Atlanta Center, header. Delta 2626, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain, flight level 240.
At pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 240, 2626. Wait, 2626.
Alright.
Metro 6298, cross Glavin, at a maintain 14000, Atlanta altimeter 290.
Glavin 14000, 290.
Right, landing gear is down. I'm gonna try to go to flaps full. Goodness gracious, this is severe weather, which just makes this so much more of a challenge, and I love it. gonna talk about a crosswind landing. That's what we got going here tonight.
Dallas 2206, contact approach 133.47. Goodbye.
3347 for approach 2806.
See you later.
Yep.
Okay, the rain's starting to clear up just a little bit. Take it.
Alright, 200 Mike Tango, Atlanta Center.
1000.
Just in time.
Puncture 3288, request further climb.
How far? Do you want 35 or do you want like 31, 33?
Take 35 for the Puncture 3288.
Frontier Flight 3288, radar climb, maintain level 350.
350, Puncture 3288.
Yeah, the 2463 to the ILS for 18 left, unless you want something else.
So we expect 1 and left for 2463?
Affirmative, unless you want something else.
Oh, expect 1 and left for 2463, heavy, thank you.
Atlanta Center, Spearwing 377, did you get me when I identified?
Hello?
Level 340, out here for the north.
Hello?
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Too low.
40,
Terrain.
30, 20, retard.
American 1594, Memphis is closed, Turkey season approved, have a good one.
Alright guys, what'd you think of the landing? I think I was a little low on the approach, but thankfully we touched down nice and smooth.
Which is 6398, descend and maintain 4000, just keep that straight down if you can. You can be high at Glavin, contact approach 133.47, have a good one.
13347, we'll send a 14000, best rate, Metro 6398.
Atlanta Center, Delta 4811 is clear of runway 18 center at Charlotte.
Delta 4811, welcome to Charlotte, taxi, Acada Park.
Taxi Equita Park, thanks for the coverage, Delta 4811. Okay, so we're going to taxi Equita Parking. That is a very common procedure here at Charlotte. And then we'll be done for the night when we do that. But Delta 1011, thank you for the comment on the lane.
American 1698, descend via the Chesley, or picture descend via the Jones E5 arrival, landing south to Charlotte altimeter 29906.
Welcome to Charlotte, everybody. I think everybody boarded this flight just so they could go to Carowinds. Okay, I believe coming up here is the main entrance to the ramp. And it's pretty wide open. There's not a lot of flights over here. It's a quiet night at Charlotte.
Atlanta Center, Air Canada 302. The airplane did something weird and jumped up to flight level 40, descending back down to 360. Flight level 400, correction.
Roger, thanks.
Delta 1011, I'm with you, man. It does look pretty tonight. I love flying into Charlotte because it's an airport with very clear-cut instructions on how to get in and out. So, not to mention some beautiful scenery around it. So, always a fun airport to do. So what I'm going to do, and I should have done this earlier, is retract the flaps, disarm the spoilers, and I'm also going to turn this strobe light off, and turn runway turn-off lights off. So now what we're going to do, also need to turn the landing lights off. What am I doing? Okay. But I'm going to keep the taxi light on. And we're about to deboard. Thank you guys for watching this and sticking with me. If you really enjoy this, please subscribe to the channel, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. For one thing, if you subscribe, then you can roast all my landings, especially if I screw it up. So that's a perk.
Air Canada 302 to Senate pilot discretion, maintain for level 240.
Descend pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240, Air Canada 302.
Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the APU.
Center, hello, American 2849.
Yes?
Any chance that we can help us get clearance to Philadelphia?
Are you only going to Charlotte?
Yeah, affirmative. Charlotte to Philadelphia.
It was already sent. If you didn't get it, just relog.
You know, lately, for some reason, the pilot is not giving me clearances lately. I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah, just try to relog. If not, then just let me know.
So you're saying log out and then, or not just close it, log out and log in?
Yeah, like close vPilot and then relaunch it, and then just let me know if you didn't get one.
Okay, we'll do that.
It's amazing the information you learn from hearing other people's radar.
There are 5 Whiskey Papa, it's the ILS for 18 left, unless you want the center.
One more time for 5 Whiskey Papa.
5 Whiskey Papa, it's the ILS for 18 left, and unless you want the center.
Yeah, we're set up for 18 left, if that's okay.
Hey. Yeah, 2463, flying at 250 to center maintain 4000.
250 to center maintain 5000, 2423 heavy.
Alright, we're turning off
What's
the
your
engines.
3280, requesting a 5 minutes off the cockpit, please. Spirit, let me know back. Thank you.
I'm going to request deboarding, and let's just go ahead and have American deboard us, even though we're flying Delta. I don't know if that's legal, but it'll work.
Yeah, 24720 Atlanta Center header.
This is the moment of
Delta
truth.
2626, cross Aussie, Adam maintain 12000 at 250 Atlanta altimeter 29er.
Aussie at 12000, 250 knots, and copy the altimeter, 29er, 26.
Come on, Jetway, you know you want to connect.
There are 4 and 4 Mike Papa, Atlanta Center.
The Jetway just didn't want to do it this time. Most of the time it does it now, but...
Delta 330, connect approach 133.47.
Approach 133.47,
Delta 1011, hey, you have a great night as well, brother. Thank you so much for watching the stream. You're just such a cool guy, and I'm so excited you got to do some plane spotting in Boston. That's fantastic.
Make 2845, rudder, clear out Philadelphia Airport via standby. It's American 2849 or 2845?
Should be American 2849.
American 2849, rudder, clear the Philadelphia Airport via Kilns 5 departure, Audi to Tristan, that is valve. Maintain 8,000, departure this frequency, squawk 3171.
American 2849 into the Philadelphia airport. Yeah, the claims 5 departure, Audi transition. The Clubber to claim 8,000, so claim will be the departure, squawking 3171.
American 2849, thanks, 3 baggage clear. There is 24720, climb maintain for level 320.
Let's see if we got another plane over there.
Is there by level 32032?
Cool.
Thanks.
Atlanta Center, November 5 Whiskey Papa would like 10 degrees right for weather.
November 5 Whiskey Papa, rudder deviations right or left of course are approved. When able, clear it to Airy if able, if not Jordan. Descend and maintain 10,000.
Down to 10,000, direct Airy when able, deviation right, left of 5 Whiskey Papa, thanks.
Okay. So I'm going to hop back in the cockpit here. Everybody's still seated because the jetway didn't connect on this one, but most of the time the jetway connects. It's usually just a glitch that happens at smaller airports. Not to say that Charlotte is a smaller airport, but just you never know when the jetway is not going to connect. It's alright. Well, hey, I hope you guys have had a wonderful time watching the stream. If you're enjoying this, please subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you on the channel, and you will find more content like this. I try to do a couple streams a week. I hope you guys have a fantastic 4th of July. I hope you set off a lot of fireworks, and I hope everybody stays safe setting off fireworks. And if you're not in the US, you know, maybe you can try setting off fireworks on the 4th too. It's going to look really weird, but please do it. Anyway, have a great